make e the subject of the formula, we've got x minus ye is equal to 3 plus 7e. Let's go. Let's rewrite the question. X minus ye is equal to 3 plus 7e. We're making e the subject. We've got one e here, we've got one e there. We need to group like terms. Let's go. Like terms, we start with minus ye. This one, we will need to move it to the other side of the equal sign. So it's going to go. And when it goes, we're left with ye. So we start with minus ye. So let's tidy up. Good. And proceed. Now we need to move all the e's to the left. So we will also be going for this. This 2 will be going here. Okay. And when it comes over, what does it become? It becomes a negative 2, a negative 7e. Okay. Is equal to 3 is still there, that's fine, plus 7e has moved out, and that space has to be occupied, and it will be occupied with x. We have x here. Let's tidy up first. Where do we have x? We've got x here. X needs to take its place. So x comes over and it comes there. So we have negative x. Yes, because it was a positive before it moves over to the other side, so it becomes a negative, a minus x. Let's tidy up. So we have this one goes away, and then we proceed. Now, where we are now, we've got negative here, we've got negative there, no problem. And we've got our e, which we're looking for, that's fine. Now, let's factorize. Now, in factorizing, what is common in both of them? That's where we start from. What is common here and is common here? Okay, so here we can say, or we will say, we've got a negative sign there. Yeah, we've got a negative here, and we have got a negative there. Good. So therefore we have a negative there, and we also have a negative here, and that means we're supposed to have a negative there. So we have a negative. Good. And then what else? We got an e. We got an e here. So that means, and we have an e there. That means we're supposed to have an e here and e here. So we have what is common in both of them. That's minus e is common in both of them. So that's good. So we're going to divide both sides by minus e. Let's go. So we're going to divide both sides by minus e. Okay. So we have minus e and minus e. Okay. Let's highlight it. Okay. That is what is common in both of them. Beautiful. Good. So we will use minus e to divide both sides. So we're going to be using minus e. And let's see what we get. Now let's go. Minus cancel minus, so minus is gone. And e and e. And on this side, minus cancel minus, and e and e. So what do we have left? On this side here, we have, on this side here, we have a y left. Beautiful. And on this side here, we have a 7 left, and that 7 is not a negative 7 but a positive 7, so we have a positive 7 there. Good. So a positive 7, and we close the bracket up, and that gives us what? That gives us 3 minus x. Excellent. Excellent. Now we factorize using minus e, and we have minus e open bracket y plus 7 close bracket is equal to 3 minus x. Beautiful. Now, if we are to make e the subject, then we need to deal with this negative side. Now we have to multiply both sides by negative in order to get this cancelled out. So let's do it. Let's move to the other side and write it out, and then multiply both sides by negative. So we have minus e here, and we have open bracket. We have y plus 7 close bracket is equal to, we got 3 minus x. So multiply both sides by minus. How do you do that? Multiply by minus. That's 1, and multiply by minus. That's 2. We are multiplying both sides by minus. So what do we get? Our aim is we want to remove this. That's why we're multiplying by minus. We don't bother about the other side. No. We're only concerned about this side. And once that side is sorted, we deal with our e. Our e has got a negative. We need to remove it. And that's why we're multiplying both sides by negative. Because minus times minus gives us a plus. So let's carry on. So here we are multiplying by a negative. Multiplying both sides by minus, minus e times minus will give us a positive e. So we have positive e there, which is just an e. So the negative is gone. We have y plus 7 close bracket. And in the other side we multiply by minus. we will multiply 3 by minus, it's going to give us minus 3. We multiply minus x by minus, going to give us plus x. So we're done. Now you realize that when we multiplied on this side, on the left side, that is minus e open bracket y plus 7 close bracket, the minus here didn't affect anything in the bracket. It just dealt with the one in front of the bracket, and that's how it's been used there. So that's what we get. We have this. Good. Now the negative is gone. So what do? Now let's rearrange this. It's not good for the minus 3 to be in front while we have a positive x behind. So let's rearrange it. Let's go. We have e open bracket y plus 7 close bracket is equal to, let's put the plus x to the front. We have a plus x and then we have a minus 3. Now this is good. This is good. You need to rearrange this. Now let's move the y plus 7 to the other side of the equal sign, and that's going to make our e the subject. We have x minus 3 divided by y plus 7. You don't need the brackets, so do not put the brackets. Okay, let's remove the bracket, and that gives us our answer. Our answer is e is equal to x minus 3 divided by y plus 7. Let's write it. We have e and s is equal to e. Here we have that. We have x minus 3, and here we have y plus 7. And this is our answer. Beautiful.